Hello, Truth Seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, you have heard the term be yourself, isn't it? Your parents, they tell you to be yourself, and they want you to be yourself. Your friends remind you to be yourself. Your teacher remind you to be yourself, especially the spiritual teacher. Your surrounding reminds you to be yourself. But do you know what does it mean to be yourself? Be yourself means just be without adding any layers in your mind. Now, can you do that? It means be the observer. Be the consciousness, or be aware. The awareness of who you are. By the way, consciousness, awareness, observer is who you are. That's your true nature. And can you be that? When we hear the idea be yourself, we be ourselves by aligning with the things that we like. And we identify ourselves with that. And that's how we see, that's how we call ourselves, I'm being myself. But there's a difference. You're identifying yourself with something to be yourself, and there is truly be yourself without adding layers. Everybody is having a hard time to be themselves. That's the truth. People feel strange in their own body. Without adding layers, they feel weird to sit with nothing. Isn't it? Even in the meditation practice, people have a hard time to sit without nothing. That's why in the beginning, in the meditation, there's a reference to focus on, like mantras, techniques, visualization. There's sort of technical supports present in the meditation to start the journey. However, when we align with the technical stuff, and when we repeat the technical stuff, that itself becomes the ingrained layer, and later it's hard to let go, especially when you see the shift, positive shift coming in your life through meditation, technical side of the meditation. It's very difficult to let go. And we forget the purpose of meditation. Anyway, People feel strange in their own body when we don't add layers. Layers is more comfortable. Than no layers. Why do we feel strange in our body? Why do we feel weird in ourselves to sit with nothing? Why is it hard to be who we are? Again, it comes down to our habits, isn't it? Our conditioning. When our whole life has been identifying ourselves with something and crafting that identification, refining, adding into that craft. And when we have become that craft as an extension of who we are, then letting go of the extension, our identification, and being no identification, it creates a friction in us. The friction is our conditioning. Every time we try to sit with nothing, there are urges resurface in our mind as an idea. The idea comes in because of the bodily conditioning, and we move out and connect with layers. One of my friends likes to drink. Every evening, the person drinks a glass or two. Just to chill. The reason to drink is to chill and relax. And you know that drinking relaxes you. If you're being part of drinking habit, you know it relaxes you. It settles you. It also opens you as well. Now, my friend is doing to relax. She sees it relaxes. It relaxes. Now, when you see the result is relaxation, and drinking is fun. You see the benefit, which is relaxation. Now, I told my friend, if something happens in your life, there's a drastic change or painful experience come in, it's easy to fall back into your drinking habit. Why? Because you see drinking as a relaxation. When the world is not understanding you, there's a perspective comes in you as nobody cares. So why should I care? And that kind of perspective leads you to fall back into your habit that makes you relax. Now I'm just giving one example, drinking habit. There could be tons of other habits in the world present to, be more relaxed. And when the situation hits you hard, it's easy to fall into the habit and we overdo it. I reminded my friend, if something goes wrong, you fall back into that drinking habit, thinking drinking is relaxation. But when the pain is there in life, you might, chug a bottle a day. That bottle becomes 2 bottles next week. And more. So basically, the good habit turns to bad habit, and it might end up deteriorating your life. Isn't it? So, habit can change into bad habit. That relaxation turn into prison. And this has happened in people's life. They started with relaxation, end up with further suffering. So, in the first place, why do we need to add things to feel relaxed? Why can't we just, able to relax? And when the issue is there, why can't we look into the issue and figure out why the struggle or pain is resurfacing in life? Why can't we figure out the root cause of the suffering rather than adding layers and ignoring this root cause of the suffering and being irresponsible? Anything you add and ignore your problem is being irresponsible, is showing that you are denial of your situation, a denial of your moment. And that denial, resisting the moment, the experience, is a way to, imprison ourselves physically and mentally in the future. So, be yourself means be you without adding layers. No positive layers is needed here to be yourself. Don't add any positive layers to be yourself. That is still an extension on you. That makes you forget, that makes you not able to see who you are. Now, here's a simple way to be who you are, is by asking yourself, why do I feel strange to be myself? Or why do I need to add layers to be myself? Why can't I just be? This inquiry can help you figure out the reason to seek for the positive layers. It will help you why you seek, why you have that clinginess to attach to something, to feel ease in you. why do I need to add something to relax, feel relaxed in myself? Ask yourself this kind of question. You see that you are strange in your own body. You cannot be yourself right now, isn't it? If you are trying to be yourself, is by adding layers. You are not able to be yourself without adding layers. So ask yourself, why do I have a hard time to be myself? If you don't see what I'm saying right now, just sit and do nothing. And sit. Can you be yourself without adding anything in your mind? Just sit and do nothing. That's the start of being yourself. And whatever comes in your mind that triggers you to lose the practice of sitting, investigate why certain idea comes in and why the idea is distracting me from my practice of sitting and being myself. Give that a go. Right now, you are not able to be yourself. That's the truth. So why? So give that a go and see what happens. If you trace your mind backward, you'll figure out the root cause of the fluctuation, the root that fluctuates you, which is making you not able to sit with yourself. So give that a go. Okay, anyway, I hope this video makes sense to you to some extent. To figure out the truth or to be who we are, we have to trace our mind backward. And when we reach no mind, and when we ask ourselves, who am I? That's where we see the truth. And after seeing the truth, we don't need to add anything to be who we are. We realize that taking out the layers is the way to be in ease, to be happy. So to get there, you got to do the math. And today, I'm saying you don't know how to be yourself. What you resonating is by adding layers in your life to be yourself, and that's not truly being yourself. And you can start the journey by, why do I need to add to be myself? Why can't I sit without the layer to be myself? Why? Trace it back and see what happens. Okay, thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.